Pennsylvania schools are still grappling with a teacher shortage that is prompting some action from state lawmakers.
Yeah, tonight Fox 43's Marshall Keeley breaks down the solutions being considered right now in Harrisburg.
Here's my question.
As students at Emory H. Markle Middle School in Hanover, York County discuss their latest reading assignment,
We are going to do our small group discussion of Revolver.
Southwestern School District Superintendent Jay Burkhardt is concerning himself with a different conversation: how to find the next generation of Pennsylvania educators. While his schools are staffed for this year, upcoming retirements mean the district is already beginning recruitment for next, dipping into a dwindling pool of teaching talent.
How long has this teacher shortage been going on, and how long has it been impacting school districts like yours?
It's always been an undercurrent. It's been here for a while. Less and less people going into the profession. I would say the impact has become more profound over the past 3 to 5 years. We're seeing a drop off in the number of candidates applying, especially in some of our more specialized certifications.
It's a competitive market, not just with school districts and other employers, but among school districts in this state. So they have to have competitive salary and benefit packages to attract and retain those quality teachers.
That competition means schools with higher property tax revenue have an advantage and can outbid other districts for top teaching talent, creating quality gaps in lower income and minority communities. It was part of why the Pennsylvania courts ruled the state's funding system is unconstitutional. Budget constraints mean some districts have had to adjust their sales pitch to educators.
It's about the culture, it's about the climate, it's about the support from the community. You understand the expectations, you're supported, you're valued, and the community is behind you. I do think that there's a quality of the job and the profession that can often offset the difference in salary.
From a teacher's perspective, though, they've just taken on this degree which can cost them, $40,000, $50,000. They may have debt hanging over their heads. That extra $2,000 to $3,000 can be the difference maker. Culture aside,
Yeah.
What do you say to them?
Well, I would say, without getting into specifics, there's dollars here and there's dollars there. And so specifically, a lot of times we're able to make up any difference in salary through our healthcare benefit program and the way it's structured for teachers.
Data from the National Education Association shows the average starting teacher salary in Pennsylvania is $47,827. That's 11th highest in the nation, but lower than neighboring states like New York, New Jersey, and Maryland. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, the average annual wage for public school teachers in Pennsylvania in constant 2019 dollars declined by almost 6% from 2000 to 2019. Keep in mind, over the last 20 years, the buying power of $100 has been cut almost in half, and that means teachers' salaries buy significantly less than they did 20 years ago.
Using the same cost of living across years, the average teacher salary for Pennsylvania teachers is actually slightly lower than it was in 1990. If you're coming out of college with a large student loan and you're not going to make that much as a teacher, I mean, it's just not a very good fiscal decision.
The Pennsylvania State Education Association is advocating for a minimum $60,000 teacher salary with a $20 an hour minimum for supporting staff. PSCA President Aaron Chapin says it would help districts compete for new teachers.
If we expect kids coming out of college to stay in Pennsylvania, we need to pay them. When you go to West Virginia or to Delaware, New Jersey, or Ohio, all the states that surround us pay their educators more.
Republicans and Democrats are split on how to address the state's teacher shortage. Democrats want to invest $10 million more in the state's educator talent recruitment account, grant money to help schools pay for teacher salaries. It's part of the governor's plan that would invest $1.1 billion in additional basic education funding. Democratic Representative Mike Sturla believes the plan would work, but it will take time to see results.
Part of this is we're trying to look at this holistically and saying, how do you get there fast enough? We have a shortage of teachers in the state of Pennsylvania right now. So if I say you can only use this if you're hiring new teachers, the school district says, I've tried. I can't hire new teachers till you graduate some more.
Republicans want to change the state's pension system, a noted budget concern in the Pennsylvania School Boards Association's recent State of Education report, and one Republicans say is digging into the state's general fund. Republican State Senator Greg Rothman worries taxpayers would be on the hook for teacher salary increases.
We hear the school districts constantly saying we need more money, and there are taxpayers that are on the other end of that. I'm not opposed to the governor's proposal to offer incentive to teachers, but I ultimately think it's the market. Is it right that one school district can pay another a teacher more than another? Not if the funding is coming from the state. I don't think that's appropriate.
Both sides agree on additional student-teacher stipends and reduced class sizes. Education experts say there may be other solutions, like increasing teacher scholarships and starting programs to allow professionals in other careers to transition to teaching. Burkhardt says the need for quality educators will never end.
Let's say we close the gap and we have the shortage. We're going to have to continually work to make sure it never happens again, or to make sure that the workforce is there to support us moving forward as educators.
But a simple gesture can help shrink the shortage.
If I could give any word of encouragement to our public, please let the teachers know how much they mean to you, because people always think it comes down to salary. That impact it has on a teacher is greater than you can ever imagine.
If there's any signs of hope here, several of our interview subjects say they're optimistic that the shortage may be leveling off, but lawmakers are still expected to address the concerns in this year's budget. Next time, we will dive into the growing conversation surrounding school choice and how Pennsylvania's charter schools are measuring up. Marshall Keeley, Fox 43 News.